If you've been going to the gym for months, maybe even years, and still look the same, you're doing something wrong. I don't want to hear anything about genetics this or genetics that. The real reason is probably your fault. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 reasons that you're not seeing progress. And once you hear these, you'll probably realize that you're making at least one of them. I've personally made all of these mistakes, and I'll tell you now, the 4th and 5th one are the true silent killers. Let's get straight into it and talk about the first reason, which is no intensity. Listen, when you go to the gym and you train very far from failure, your muscles simply don't receive a growth signal. They're not going to grow. Go ahead and go to your local gym and just look at how people train. Honestly, sometimes at my gym, I go to the gym and watch someone and I see them do a warm-up set. That's cool. I do my set. Then I look back at them and they're doing another warm-up set. Okay. Then I do my set. Then I look back at them and they're still doing another warm-up set. That's when I realize their warm-up set is their training. We go to the gym to train, not to warm up. So make sure you're super intentional with your intensity. Look how other people train and then examine how you train. Hopefully, it's not like the average person in the gym. Now, as for the practical tips for this mistake, the first one is going to be just train to failure. Don't worry about fatigue. Don't worry about reps in reserve. Just train to failure. Obviously, training 1 or 2 reps shy of failure is okay, but failure is also a skill, and some people are better at it than others. So you have to develop the skill of training to failure. It's a mental thing as well. To help you with this, you can also record your sets to make sure that you're actually training to failure. Sometimes people claim, oh, I absolutely train to failure. I train like a dog. And then you watch them train and realize, okay, you train pretty hard, but that is not to failure. In fact, that's 3 or 4 reps shy of failure. So train to failure and record your sets. The second mistake, and man, this one's common, we have horrible form. Look, I don't want to sound like a nerd, but I guess I have to, because some of you guys train with such horrible form. And when you train with horrible form, the same thing happens. Your muscles don't receive a growth signal. You watch people and they often use momentum, ego lift, or just simply train unintentionally. This is a huge mistake because you want all of your tension, all of your efforts to go into the actual muscle you're training. I mean, why else are you at the gym? So the practical tip for this section is train every set intentionally. Think about your training cues, think about the tempo, and have an intention when you're going in to do your set. To be more safe, you can record your sets as well and see how the form looks on camera. Oftentimes, it's not as good as you think. All right, mistake number 3 is consistency. This is the one I'm sure everyone could have guessed, but a lack of consistency is going to lead to no growth. People often lack consistency in their training, like their frequency, volume, or simply the amount of days they're in the gym. They lack consistency in their exercise selection, so they constantly change exercises and don't actually progress in a single exercise. And they also lack consistency in their program, often changing programs from push-pull legs to upper-lower to whatever. All of these are going to lead to slower progress over time because you're constantly restarting, okay? Muscle growth is a slow process that involves intentional decisions, and it's not going to happen if you're inconsistently showing up to the gym. The practical tip for this one is have a schedule and make it easy. Plan exactly when you're going to go to the gym. Plan exactly what workout you're going to do. Plan exactly how much time you're going to spend there. Plan everything. This is going to take any decisions out of it. It's going to make it so you know what to do and you do it. Take any of the guesswork or any of the mental decisions you have to make out of it and just have a schedule. The 4th reason why you're not seeing progress in the gym is programming. Now, this is going to take some thinking, so let's lock in. Your program equals your results. Your program equals your results. However you're training, whether that be your split, your exercises, your frequency, that's going to equal your results. So, for example, if you do a push-pull leg split, you're going to get a push-pull legs result. And for that, the push-pull legs prioritizes your chest, your back, your legs, but it limits your arms and shoulders. On the other hand, if you do a specialized split, you're going to get a specialized result. If you prioritize for the aesthetic muscles like the shoulders, the abs, the biceps, then that's the result you're going to get. Okay, it's simply a cause and effect at this point. And most lifters truly don't think. Most lifters want an aesthetic physique, but they're training like a bodybuilder or even like an athlete. You have to be intentional. So the practical tip for this point is make sure your program is aligned with your goal. You want super jacked shoulders and arms, then prioritize that in your split. If you don't really care that much about legs, then prioritize that in your split, okay? Have your goals aligned with your program. All right, now the last reason, and a very important reason on why you might not be making gains, is external factors. Guys, we have to realize that recovery, or when we're recovering, that's just when we're building muscle. We don't build muscle in the gym, we build the stimulus in the gym, and we recover after. We build the muscle after. So we should probably prioritize recovery almost as much as we prioritize the gym. And it's often just a few common mistakes that are the culprit of stopping your gains. The first one, and the most important one, is probably poor sleep. Getting consistently poor sleep over a long period of time is not just horrible for your health altogether, but will absolutely halt your muscle progress. Low protein is also a common problem, but if you're watching this type of video, I think you probably have protein under control. And lastly, we have high stress. And this is often a silent killer that we don't associate with muscle at all. But if we have super high stress from our friends, from our family, from exams, from relationships, then it'll spike our cortisol, lower our testosterone, make us build less muscle. So the practical tips for this section: for sleep, focus on sleeping at the same time every single day. No matter if it's a weekend, a weekday, a holiday, if you're able to sleep at the same time every day, then most of the problems will solve themselves. For protein, simply make it the focal point of your meals. So for each meal, first examine the protein, then focus on everything else. And for stress, this is a bit of a harder one, but I would recommend meditation and mindfulness. Meditation truly is such a powerful tool, especially in this world where we have so much short form content thrown in our faces. And at the end of the day, if meditation lowers your stress, then meditation helps you build more muscle. So meditation equals more gains. And those are the top 5 reasons why you might not be seeing progress in the gym. Let me know if I missed any, and let me know which one you struggle the most with in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Leave a like if you learned anything or just enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more content every single week. Thank you for watching.